Hello again. Welcome to part 3 of my video series on the construction of my 3.5 scale version of this Uniflow engine designed by Stan Bray. And this is the first installment about making the flywheel. So I could have used this flywheel, which is 7 inches in diameter I think, given to me by a fellow maker, but the engine is more contemporary in design. So I wanted to use a more contemporary looking flywheel. Nice as this flywheel is, this one will be nice on a more traditional style of engine. So I started off with 2 pieces of steel. Now this is quite a heavy amount of steel here. The total weight is not far short of 4 kilos. The bottom piece is a piece of EN8. The top piece was a piece of stainless. I think it was stainless anyway, I'm not very sure. The EN8 is good because it had a kind of protruding spigot, if you like, on each side of the wheel. So it was easy to hold the wheel on both sides in the 3-jaw chuck, which was a real boon when it came to turning the wheel, as you can see I'm doing here. This is the main part of the flywheel in EN8, and it's coming up quite nicely in the lathe there. Now I'm centre drilling it. I also drilled it, but I don't have any footage of that. And then you can see me here just about to ream it with a 12mm reamer, which will make the hole the right size for the shaft that the wheel will be mounted on. And here you can see how the 3-jaw chuck handles the spigots on each side of the flywheel body quite nicely. So that done, the plan was then to mount the smaller piece of steel onto that, and that we will call the hub, for the sake of simplicity. So here I'm about to face the hub. Now what I did was just face it on each side, but not to do round the edge, because once this is all assembled it was going to require another final truing up, so there's no point in turning it unnecessarily before that stage. I had a rummage around in my boxes and I found these 5 nice big chunky cap head screws in stainless steel. Another example of the 5-hole pattern that this engine is designed to. It's a theme of 5 holes. So I'm using a piece of bar here to locate the centre of the wheel in the mill. It doesn't need to be totally precise because remember it's going to be turned again anyway, but that was good enough. And then I'm using the bolt circle or the pitch circle function on the DRO to make a 5-hole pattern on the wheel. And you'll notice there I used a marker because this was the first time I'd used the bolt circle function, and I just wanted to make sure that I was using it properly before I committed. So then I use a centre drill and a drill, and you'll see me drilling the 5-hole pattern there. And successfully trial fitting the first screw, and then making the other holes. Centre drill and then drill. So there we have it. That's the first part of the flywheel done. These screws will be countersunk so that the heads are flush with the surface, and they will go into blind holes drilled and tapped in the hub. And that will be the subject of the next installment in part 4 of the series on the engine. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll tune in to the next installment.